We are 24 days into Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and San Antonio has a restaurant passport full of spots that you can check out. One of them being Stixs Stones. Let's welcome back Chef Leo Davila. Deliciousness is always served on your platter.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I mean, you even heard David Keckner. He said he's going to come tonight.
Eyeballing it. Hopefully he does.
We got to hold him to it.
We do.
Somehow,
We'll hit him up on Insta. We'll have everybody hit him up.
Slide in that DM, but right now we're going to slide into this pan right here because we're making honey pan seared walnut shrimp. I think I got the ordering correct. But...
No, you're good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
So what do I need to do first, Leo?
Yeah, so we're going to throw in a compound butter. So I know we were talking about what a compound butter is.
Look at that, yo.
The most familiar thing you think of is like Texas Roadhouse with those rolls, that cinnamon butter. So this one, we take a butter, unsalted butter, and then we add in garlic, ginger, and a little bit of green onion.
Yo.
And then what that's going to do is just going to give it extra flavor. So now, just all that shrimp, we're just going to dump right in.
Chef, the smell, I could drink this butter.
I know, it's kind of crazy, right? So we're trying to use more of like whole fats than a lot of overly processed. So this is just a good high fat butter.
What kind of shrimp are these? Because everyone says Gulf shrimp are the best. Do you agree?
Yeah. So these are Gulf shrimp that we deveined. They're the larger variety, so like U16, so that you get more. So all of our portions we want to feed you, right? Like again, food is our love language. So I figure if you leave with a happy tummy, then we did our job.
Happy life. That's for me, it's not happy wife. It's food on the table, happy wife. There you go.
For sure.
There you go. All sorts of food. But question to you is there a spot in town that you suggest we shop for seafood? Because
I mean, so if you have the time, I definitely say check out Groomers.
I love Groomers.
If you can't get to Groomers, the Central Market really does have a nice variety.
You're so right.
And even some of these HEBs have really been, kind of stepping up their game and giving us that really, really good produce as well.
I have to agree. For me, seafood has to be so fresh, right?
No, I get it. I know. I grew up down here, so it's a little seafood is tricky. I've fallen in love with it later in my culinary career.
Okay.
But growing up, just like I wasn't a fan of it, but now
look at what you're making.
Yeah.
So I flipped the shrimp because I know shrimp cook pretty quickly.
Yeah.
What's next here?
So now we're gonna throw in the mushrooms first and let those go for about 30 seconds.
These are all my favorite, and this is a fusion of Mexican and Chinese that you grew up eating, right?
Yeah. So I grew up half Chinese, half Mexican. Go to one side of the family, take home leftovers, go to the other, do the same, and just kind of spent those summer days just creating something, having fun. So this recipe is actually for my family. So my great aunt and uncle owned about 5 or 6 American-style Chinese restaurants in the city. When I was graduating culinary school, I had never had this dish before, and I was like, I need it. And then they were like, hey, we're closing, by the way, we're retiring.
Oh, no.
And through the years, we finally got back in touch. I said, please give me the recipe. We worked on it, and now finally, after 8 years, we feel comfortable.
What do they think about it? Have they been able to taste it?
So half of the family has, and they loved it. The other half, I'm still waiting for them to come in and try it. So that's when it gets a little nervous.
Let me tell them, you gotta try this, because I haven't, just smelling it sounds amazing.
So now we're gonna add in broccolini. So we like broccolini. It's like a tender broccoli. We really like the tenderness of it. Like it's not as tough, it's not as bitter. So we're just gonna get those in. And again, we're doing everything where we're letting the pan kind of do residual cooking.
Got you.
We don't want to overcook the veggies. We're here right now, getting our summer bodies ready. Like don't overcook the veggies, don't leave some of those nutrients in them. So we're just kind of doing a nice little flash fry.
I like that. You've been up to a lot. You were in China.
Yeah.
You were in New York.
Yeah.
You are doing all sorts of things. I know you were named a new UNESCO chef for the city or something along those lines.
Yeah, so it's been great. San Antonio is a city of gastronomy, so we're an UNESCO chef ambassador, and they sent me to China. So I went to China. It was a great experience. We talk about our cuisine and our food, and I've been telling this story that I had to teach these people, excuse me, how to actually eat a taco. Right, we had a 2-year-old in our restaurant the other day eating a taco, didn't think anything of it, but here in China, they had never seen a taco before, so it was very, very interesting to share that with them.
You're bridging a big cultural gap, which is so special, because their food is amazing too, obviously.
For sure. We could throw in those carrots
too. Okay, so throw in those carrots. But why were you in New York?
So we were in New York, so myself with Christina Zhao off of a Sichuan house in Dashi, we got invited by Visit San Antonio to go out and do a James Beard dinner. So we cooked at Platform by James Beard. It was a media dinner. It was amazing. It was one of those things that really just kind of, set us there, put us on the map. 10 years ago, I first started culinary school. My final paper was about James Beard House.
And
so
look,
it was cool.
Isn't it cool, the full circle that life can make sometimes? kind of like David Keckner was saying too, like when you're in it, you're just so busy, probably hustling, cooking, but then when you get recognized or you get to go to special events, it hits you.
It's special. It's for sure special. And then this past Wednesday, I was actually on a panel with Camille and Christina for the AAPI, just kind of talking about Asian and Tex-Mex influence.
That is so cool. I love the scene here in San Antonio. All you chefs are so, passionate about spreading your recipes, your word, your love, especially. Okay, so we put the bang sauce.
This is our bang bang sauce. This is kind of like the secret sauce in there. Super simple, delicious, and we're just letting everything kind of hang out, get to know each other.
All right, Chef. Well, people can come visit you during Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month and year-round.
Yeah, and year-round. We're there.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, y'all. This looks so delicious. We'll be back with the Filipino